Richard Hoefle, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, walk me through how all of this played out. This is a situation that has now made national headlines as it just seems almost unbelievable for somebody to be in the water for that long. Tell me how it all played out.
We received a call from District 8 in Sector New Orleans at about 3:30 p.m. They said we had a possible PIW person in the water that had fallen off the cruise ship. We launched immediately. District 8 and Sector New Orleans did a fantastic job of taking in whatever information they could and developing a search pattern for a fixed-wing aircraft out of Mobile, a helicopter out of Coast Guard Air Station New Orleans, and a 45-foot vessel out of Venice. Just to kind of paint the picture with the tidal flow, the lack of information, we were searching an area that was about the size of Rhode Island.
I mean, that's a large area, and you're talking about a guy who at this point had been missing for so many hours. I mean, what was going through your mind at that point? Did you think we might be doing a recovery effort rather than a rescue effort?
We hear a possible PIW. We hear how long he's been in the water for. It doesn't matter to us. We go out there knowing that we are looking for a survivor. We treat it as an active survivor in the water every case we go out.
Tell me what you saw when you pulled up on this and you did see him in the water. Tell me how that played out with the rescue itself.
So a good SAM vessel, a large tanker boat, ended up hailing us on 16 and saying, "We see somebody in the water." And they were close to our location. We diverted over to that boat. And within about 5 minutes of searching the area, our flight mechanic on night vision goggles had spotted the survivor. We were able to get some video of him, and when we saw his condition in the water, we could see that time was of the essence. He was going underwater periodically. He was waving frantically, and he looked exhausted. So not but seconds later was I being deployed from the aircraft.
Tell me what condition he was in when you were able to pull him from the water.
The survivor, he was throwing his last Hail Mary, so when I got to him, he didn't have anything left. That was about to be the end of his fight. And as I shoved the rescue sling under his arms, he collapsed into it, and I could just see a general state of exhaustion. He was in the last minutes of his fight to survive. Yeah.
Oof. What do you say to people who call you a hero?
That's a tough question to answer. I don't view myself as a hero. I'm a part of a team here between District 8, Sector, the rest of the team in the helicopter, pilots behind the sticks, an amazing flight mechanic. We're out there doing our job. We're out there doing what we're trained to do. And if everybody wants to call us heroes, then we're all heroes. But I don't think of myself as a hero.
15 to possibly 18 hours in the water. That is a significantly long time. Do you see, if that does happen, somebody able to survive like this?
He had an incredible will to survive. A lot of people, they're able to prepare for going into the water. When you go out on a boat, you might have a life jacket, you might have radios, you might have flares. Well, he fell off a cruise ship wearing nothing but his pants and his shoes. So he had nothing to work with. He had only his will to survive. When we picked him up, the only thing he was wearing was a sock. So he had removed the rest of his clothing and to be a little more efficient in the water. He must have had some experience in the water because he was treading and floating for 15 to 20 hours.
This is kind of a strange question, but is it that common to see somebody fall off of a cruise ship and need to be rescued? Is that something that happens very often?
I know that it does happen. I think I saw somebody else report that 12 to 15 times a year somebody falls off a cruise ship. I'm not going to speculate on how he fell. I really have no idea, but apparently it happens every once in a while.
When you do a rescue like that, what goes through your mind? Because you have to be in full mode, I'm sure, to focus on that. And I mean, every second counts. What goes through your mind at that point?
It's just the training. It's doing what I've been trained to do. It's conducting vigilant searches and executing the mission in an efficient and safe manner. We want to go out and do our job the best we can, to the best of our abilities.
Richard Hoefle, thank you so much for joining us. Anything else that you want to add?
Just a happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Jessica. Love you, babe.
Awesome. Thank you again.